Are you tired of seeing this trailer yet? I've been thinking about it. Between editing my videos, watching some of my videos over, I've probably seen this thing over 300 times at this point. In this video, we're going to take a step back from the Fallout 76 speculation, news, leaks, things like that, and we're actually just going to look at Fallout 4 content. There's still a bunch of mods coming for Fallout 4. Fallout 76 likely isn't coming until this November, on November 13th, but maybe it'll be in July. Either way, that's a few months away. A few months of awesome Fallout 4 mods that we're hopefully going to get to experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the upcoming mods. You can find links to everything I showcased down below in the description if you guys are interested in that. Also down below is a link to my merch store, my Twitter account, and my Discord if you're interested in any of that also. But with that, we'll jump into the video. Speaking of Fallout 76 though, we actually have an update to the service R Redux that brings a little bit of that Fallout 76 flavor into it, or really just from the reveal. So on this, there's actually going to be a sticker of the puppet dabbing, something that instantly entered into the meme Hall of Fame. Tons of people asking for this in the game. I mean, who knows if we're actually going to see this thing in Fallout 76, but we now do know it'll be at least in Fallout 4. But even beyond that, there's a few other updates to the mod, specifically in the area of attachments. What you're seeing in the background are a few of the remade attachments for this piece, ranging from some of the different scopes, sights, and of course the different configurations that will be available when this is actually available. There's a beta variant out, so you can actually totally change the upper and lower receiver of this, which is pretty distinctive. Not many mods tackle that. And also on this post, the mod author Deadpool 2099 also mentions that a release should be within the next week or next week. This was posted yesterday, so that's definitely going to be pretty exciting. I'm excited to cover this and get back into covering some more Fallout 4 modding. Then we got a bit of a tease of the next project coming from Nero. Nero, of course, posting a ton of high quality content over the past months. This is going to be called the Cross Mojave Manhunter. So obviously it's going to be something heavily inspired from New Vegas. In the description of this image, he does say it is straight from New Vegas, obviously having somewhat of a cowboy theme, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. I'm excited to see where he goes with this. I like the gas mask that we're seeing in this image. I'm always a big fan of different masks and things like that in Fallout 4, but either way, I'll keep you guys up to date as more is shared. So we got the first look at something new. This is going to be the Tamakuzi 9. So obviously it's kind of a cross between, I guess, an Uzi, a Thompson, and a Tech 9. I absolutely love this. One, just the aesthetic in general. I like when you actually take some old school things and give them a different look. We actually saw the MP40 mod in Fallout 4 do this, and that is one of my all-time favorite mods, predominantly because of the aesthetic it brought to the table and some of the different variants. This is definitely going to have a similar vibe, obviously quite distinctive since this one is pretty much made up, or the combination of three other things, but it also just kind of looks thrown together and makeshift, which is something I've been really pushing for in Fallout 4 modding. It's something we just don't have enough of. And between the base itself and some of the unique attachments we are seeing, this is one I am very excited for. Probably won't be released for a little while. Obviously, Access is first working on the Royal Arms Pack, which he does say he's waiting on animations from Haru, who is currently deployed in the military. So it's probably pretty difficult to animate things while he's doing that. But either way, again, this one looks amazing. It's something to look forward to, and hopefully we'll see it before Fallout 76. Then we actually have another update to the Mk41 Gyrojet 51 cal. I can't say the full name of this one without laughing because it's so freaking long. It's on screen so you get what it is, but this is actually something that hasn't seen an update in a very long time, but had a really cool and unique concept behind it. The projectiles from this one are actually like these little rotating missile things, so I think it might be explosive or probably have a few different variants. Either way, it looked really cool. I liked how unique it was, and I think it'd be a great fit in Fallout. We see some images of the mod itself and the new scope, but also we actually got a few looks at the new dungeon that's going to be coming along with this. Here's where you're going to actually find this, as well as there's actually going to be all the different boxes of ammunition. It looks pretty cool. I really love when dungeons are kind of implemented into some of these mods. I feel like it just makes it a little bit notable. You feel special going to this unique place to get this new thing that you're going to get to use and experience. The mod author here mentions that after the next update to the Lear, he actually is going to focus his full attention on this one, so hopefully we'll get a release in the next few months. So we got a cool but also depressing update from Cannibal R Redux. So in this image, he's actually showing off Anna. This is going to be the autonomous nanny and nursing aide. I'm not entirely sure how this will be implemented into the game. Maybe it'll just be as simple as a new automatron that you can actually create at the robot crafting table. But I would actually love to see these just floating around the Commonwealth also, like the typical iBots. Either way, it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to see where he goes with this. He's had a lot of really exciting work in progress things, but he also mentions in this post the $10 million 9mm SMG and other things he was working on are actually not coming. He has taken the images down, he just couldn't get motivated to work on those different things. Instead, he wants to work on this. And obviously, it's his free time, he can do whatever he wants. This looks amazing. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. And I'm really excited to see where he goes with this one, because new robots are not something we have too much of. Only really M150 has brought stuff like that to the table. The Handmade AMR is something you can download right now. The Handmade AMR Redux is something we've seen teased in the past, actually earlier this year. That's what I'm showing you in the background, are images from the Redux variant. I personally love this thing in Fallout 4. I've actually been using it quite a bit in my recent playthrough. And you just heard me talking about how I want more handmade things in Fallout, but we got another update to this one and actually a video. I feel like right away you could just tell this thing looks better. I don't want to show you too much of this video, so I will have a link to it down below. Obviously, I want to give him any ad revenue or attention on the video as I can. But again, I love this mod in its current state. Any updates that bring more features or just make it better overall is something I am very welcoming of, so I'm definitely excited to hear more about this going forward. So just a minor one, but one that looked absolutely amazing. We got another update to the Fusillade Launcher. Obviously, this is showing off some of the texture model work, and it's really just coming together to look really awesome in game. And yeah, I just wanted to show you this image because of how freaking cool it looked. On this image, the mod author does say the only things left are gameplay attributes, sound effects, materials, custom materials, M79 syncing, and a field test. So at least the visuals are complete, but the actual release may be a little bit off. Then we actually got another update to Fallout Miami, this of course being the May progress update. First and foremost, we got to look at the signature drink coming with Fallout Miami. That's going to be Pop and Chill. We got a few more of the flavors as well as a glowing one, this of course being similar to Nuka-Cola or Vim or Sunset Sarsaparilla. I really like that they're doing this. I feel like little, minor features like this really make the world feel a little bit different and more personable. Then we actually have a look at a new faction, that with the Tide Riders. These are people that largely are just surfing in the wasteland. They have some materials to trade through fishing and of course just collecting things from the sea, and as you can see, they look like your typical surfer bros. I like this. I think it's pretty cool to create one of those stereotypes implemented into the game through a faction. We also get a look at the leader, that with Max Guru. He has his own backstory and all this stuff from California, but I'm actually going to leave that up to you if you want to read about it. It's on the mod page, and they have a lot of other lore on the mod page if you are interested, but we also do have some concept art for one of the new pieces of equipment coming with this mod, that being named the Prototype G42. This obviously looks like it's going to be a cross between like an LMG, one of the old school LMGs specifically, and some of the plasma equipment we do see in Fallout 4. I like this. I think it's a really cool take on that style, even though it's not super relevant to Miami, but either way, I really like this. And then of course, we do have some world space screenshots. Fallout Miami is of course adding in Miami as a new playable world space in Fallout 4's engine. It's looking really cool, and I'm very excited to actually get to walk through this place myself. They've done an amazing job at kind of creating this entirely distinct vibe for this mod, and I feel like between the screenshots and the different factions, we're really seeing it come to life. So last but not least, the reason many of you clicked on this video, we actually do have an update to Fallout New California, including a brand new trailer that looks really awesome. Like the other video, I'm going to link this down below. I want to give them as much ad revenue and attention as possible. I'll only show you a short snippet from that trailer. But in addition, they actually have revealed a release date of October 23rd, 2018. So obviously that's quite a bit in the future, but at the same time, it could be a really solid release date, especially if Fallout 76 is coming on November 13th. You'd have a good few weeks to kind of hold yourself over for the final stretch, and I think a great way to hold yourself over would be playing through Fallout New California. The reason I largely give for pushing back this release date is there's just no side quests. They said as they were playtesting this and quality assurance testing it, they realized that it was really missing something through side quests that pretty much obviously every other Fallout features. So they decided rather than just releasing it now, even though that would make a lot of people happy, they'd rather take the summer and actually build it out a little bit more. And I think that's a good idea. I mean, they've been working on this for what, 8 or 9 years now? I would just take the remaining 6 months and actually make it so this project comes out beautifully, and it's something they could be truly proud of. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. No psych fun fact today because I did one on my other video and I'm just tired. A lot of videos over the past few days. As always, again, and thank you guys for watching. I think now over the next few days, we'll probably see more of a transition with maybe one Fallout 76 video each day, but then also like the typical modding content until, of course, Bethesda's E3 conference. Then you'll see a burst of videos again, and then it'll die down until we actually get the game. But as always, again, I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.